And this thing came from underdeveloped country too. And this protein and food could have been fed and could have been distributed in a different way in order to feed the whole world, instead of feeding a cow and we eat a cow. It's second-hand stuff anyhow. So nowadays many people believe that vegetarian diet can save the world and minimize a lot of war. And I think I do not oppose this idea. Maybe in the future, very near future, we should try at least to see how it works, and then we can comment. But I believe it will work, provided each of us support it and try to cooperate. It is understood that not everyone will cooperate. Since the beginning of time, not all of us cooperate, because all of us want to be the boss. Somehow, in our own way, in our own environment, we always like to be the boss. Why is it? It's not bad either. It is also from a noble root that we have been in power. We have been angels, we have been saints, we have been in heaven, where everything's under our command. And now we have lost our way and stepped down to this physical world and lost some of our powers, most of our power. So we crave for power. But the thing is, we crave and find power in the wrong way, and it harms us more than offers us power, that's all. So the way to get back our power is to purify ourselves, to get in touch with God. And I have done it myself, and I can say that I have succeeded to some extent. So it is not an empty words what I am telling you, but it is from experience. And should you like to try that, it's recommendable. You may try to find your own way, do it yourself, or you might try to find someone who you think is intelligent enough, experienced enough to guide you in order to get in touch with our real power. Once we have that real power, we have everything else. Or even if we don't have everything else, we are satisfied. That's what it is. Not that we have the whole world in our hands, but we're satisfied with whatever we have. And we will not crave for things of the neighbors. We will not be too attached to the things of this world, but we will have in plenty. Truly, it is like that. I have read in the Bible, it said that seek you first the kingdom of God, other things will be added unto you. That I have found out the truth. It is the whole truth. And in Buddhist Bible, in Surangama Sutra, for example, it is said also that once we get in touch with this inner Buddha nature through practicing the Kuan Yin method, the worldly things will go on smoothly too. Other things also we can have. And this I also find out that it is the truth too. Therefore, every Bible says similar things. And you can find plenty other examples in the Indian scriptures, Jewish scriptures and everything. That's why we heard that the rich people are blessed by God. It might be true in some sense. But the richness of this world have not always the symbol of the blessing of God. It just denoted our virtuous way of life in the last period of our existence, before this existence, and that's all. The blessing of God came directly with our virtues even, once we are contacted with this God power. Now, to sum it shortly, I have to tell you what is God. According to Christian Bible, God is the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And this is what we call the yin, the vibration, or the Tao, or the Buddha nature, or the sound currents in Buddhist terminology, or in other Hindu terminology. And once we get in touch with the so-called Word, we are in touch with God, because the Word was God. And once we're in touch with this God, because God is not a figure with a long beard or a stick saying there, telling him what to do. But God is a power, a loving current that we could use to mold our life and to make things come into being by this creative substance. Therefore, the one who are in touch with God, everything they wish come true. And the one who is not in touch with God, doesn't matter he pray for how long, things hardly come into their life. Because they're not in touch with what they want to talk to. If we want to talk to our friend and the telephone is disconnected, or we are too far away from the telephone, we didn't pick it up, how can we talk to them? Or to the police or whatever? Yes, therefore we must make first the connection and then wish.
Thank you for joining us today on Words of Wisdom. Please keep your dial tuned here to Supreme Master Television for models of success right after noteworthy news. May the Providence guide your life in nobility, wisdom, and love.